The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys!
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
Monday, you're looking live at a very festive Tostitos Championship Plaza outside Ford Center at the Star in Frisco, where just to the right of that view, there is a large, enormous Christmas tree on the plaza. It is chilly, 48 degrees. The high is 50. The low tonight is 31.
He's Shannon. There's Nate. We got Chris in the background. Salt and Pepper Poppy is out today.
He out. He gone.
I am back. I am Kurt. Together.
One pump, Kurt.
One
pump.
Two, we get you a flag.
Yeah, so they say. So they say. Together we are the sports talk equivalent of Braille. People
Feel us.
Yes, sir.
we speak.
Wingstop is here.
And I want to thank you personally,
Yeah.
Kurt. Man, let me
Yes.
shake your hand for
Yes.
real.
You got a lot of props on
man.
Friday.
Yes, sir, bro.
listen to those.
Your wings was some of the best I've had from Wingstop. I'm not
glad.
joking. What's the name of them?
Louisiana rub. I think. Yeah.
Rub them down.
Turned
baby.
him on. You got him
Rub
off.
him down.
You got him off the
Rub turned him on.
plane.
I took it home, right? Because my wife, she don't like the plain wings either. I'm the only guy that like plain. And I took one. He's like, hey, what are these? I said, don't touch them. That's what they are. Those are Kurt wings.
Well, I'm glad I could help out in my
That,
absence.
Yes,
Kurt,
sir.
that Louisiana rub.
Yes,
will
sir.
turn-
With
will
some
turn-
ranch.
Will
Ooh.
turn you on.
Oh, yes, sir,
Turns
man.
everybody on. Don't forget it.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
We get-
and make sure you get his thoughts on the game.
Yeah, what were your thoughts on the game?
we don't want to go into that.
No, we want to hear your thoughts, brother, for
It
real.
was disappointing, you know. I don't know if they were fatigued or whatever, or they just weren't up for the fight the same as Detroit, which is unfortunate. So had no answer for Gibbs, which we thought would be a problem.
I'd do something else.
And yeah, overall, it's just
Was he that good in college, Nate?
Yes, he was. I wanted him.
Yeah.
That I stood up on the table for him, which, you know, in here that's probably why I got these little dents. 'Cause I probably broke it every time I stood up. It's certain kids. Y'all know me, man. I'm picky about my kids. Aaron Rodgers in his day, I would never turn against him. Now, Aaron, come on, man. Gibbs, the kid at Philadelphia, the defensive tackle. It's just certain players that I love, man.
Bucky Irving.
Oh, yes. Oh, come on now. But we don't have them, and we can't get them, and we're going to go with what we got. But I'm telling you, that guy there, I knew.
Did you watch him a lot at Texas?
Yes.
Yeah.
That no,
Alabama.
Texas, Alabama.
Alabama.
No,
My
Alabama.
bad. Who am I thinking was it?
The guy in Atlanta.
Atlanta.
You're talking about the guy in Atlanta.
Oh, Bijan?
Yeah, that dude. That's who I shot. See, I am man enough to tell you people when I am dead wrong. I was dead wrong on that kid. I'm like, this kid ain't all of that. They give him, they feed him the ball. Bro, I shot holes in this kid, but I will apologize to you, how you pronounce your name, sir, Mr. Robinson. I can't pronounce because you done changed it. But I finally got used to one way, he changed it to another. So, Mr. Robinson, I apologize. You are it. But this kid for Detroit, come on now. He makes average offensive line good. He makes a good offensive line great, and a great offensive line, you got almost 2,000 yards.
Would you ever we'll probably be all over the place today.
Don't worry about
it. We get a couple bonus days today because the game was last week.
Yeah.
We recapped it on Friday.
So we get an extra day?
Yeah, we get 2 extra days.
Okay.
We probably might take some calls today or tomorrow.
Right.
Tomorrow for sure.
Yeah.
Would you ever, either one of you guys, knowing kind of, we went through, a year or two of where you just completely devalued the running back position in the draft. Like, it was like you just don't, we're paying them less money. They don't count. We're going to a passing league. And now I think you're starting to see them kind of work their way back up as far as worth, right?
They matter.
Would you ever either one of you guys draft a running back in the first round?
Oh, yes, I would.
Would you?
Yes, I would. I would have got this kid for Detroit. I would have got him in a heartbeat.
By the way, the Cowboys liked Gibbs, and if he was there at 26, they probably would have drafted him.
That's what I'm saying.
But he went 12.
But
so
this is what got me, Chris. This is what got me.
Would you wait?
Because they was at that time, I thought we would get lucky because they were trying to devalue the running backs. But Detroit said, no, we value it. And I'm with you, Chris, because I'm thinking, boy, if he get 26.
Would you waste? Would you not waste? Would you use a top 15 pick?
Yes, I would. Yes,
I'd use a top 10.
Yeah, yes, I would.
You would?
I don't know about the top because I'm telling you, Zeke, when we got him, was everything and more for at least 5 years. He was everything and more for at least 4.5 years. I have no problem if a player is all of that. You got to get him. Mm-hmm. You see what we do is we'll let some situation. And Kansas City did this to everybody. Kansas City got Pacheco and a few other guys and some guys and had 3 or 4. This is the ultimate warrior mindset guy in Andy Reid's. He know how to insert and how to do things. Every coach ain't like that. So when you get a chance to get a Gibbs, Mr. Robinson, you better get him because you ain't Andy Reid. You don't have that mindset. You know, even the game last night, as much as I want to give all the credit to the Texans, they went 4th and 1. They dropped it. It was right in the kid's hand. He dropped it. You ain't never seen the tight end drop a pass and fumble with it and almost get his chest caved in like he did last night. Because Andy Reid and that magical man he got at quarterback can put you in a position to win. Everybody can't do that. So when you have a chance to get a player of that ilk, the Bucky guy down in
Tampa.
I stop at every Bucky's now just because. I hate that stuff. I go to Bucky's now just go but that ain't a sponsor. That is not a sponsor.
Remember, Bijan went at number 8 the same year. So it went Bijan and then Gibbs and Bijan. That's two amazing guys.
Amazing, man. Amazing.
Look at the top, like Jonathan Taylor's a second rounder. James Cook's second rounder, A-Chain or whatever. He's a third rounder.
Right. Yes.
Henry was a second rounder. Javonte Williams, he was a second rounder. So I just worry about spending unless you're certain they're going to be.
I'm glad we're having this. This is what a hanging of the boys should be. Mm-hmm. Now don't get me wrong. When I want A show up, we back at it. But today,
by the way,
you got Mr. Hey, sir.
You like that running, but you like Gibbs, right? And
yes, sir.
Bijan. Okay.
Yes, sir.
The guy coming out this year is pretty good too.
Who is that?
Jeremiah Love. That's one you're going to start looking at.
Oh, he's at
Notre Dame.
Brother.
He's a very, very good player.
He unique. That's the only reason I watch Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Because of him.
That's what everybody's going to be wanting. Everybody's going to want him.
The thing that hurts, and I'm glad we're just talking in general, and I want all of y'all thoughts too, because the fan need to know that we have fans. I'm a fan, but I'm just kind of a knowledgeable fan because I get to go over there and hang out with them guys sometimes. But these two guys are fans, and they get knowledge too. So just think, when you don't, you say, well, but what was your other alternative? How many of number ones are not turning out for us? And oh man, I won't spend it on a running back, but I'll spend it on a such and such. And it don't turn out. Then what's your thoughts? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So if a player, I believe if a player has the grade and the ability coming out of college, and I have a new rule. It used to be only my quarterback rule. If you don't play 2 full years
in college,
mm-hmm. You taking a high risk.
Yeah.
Your risk is crazy, especially at quarterback. But that's my lineman too. I need for my lineman to have 2 years. Not he played 5 games, then he played 10 games. I want these 12 games. And that's hard. That's not hard to find in college, where a lineman play 24 games. It's not hard.
Can he play JUCO?
Yeah, JUCO. But I need for him. I think the kid with the Bengals, he got two good years in at LSU, and now he's unstoppable. The guy that's the quarterback for Kansas City, I think he got 2 or 3 years in. It seemed like, Brady, he got 2 or 3 years in. And I know it's some guys that probably did. I just don't know many guys that did 1 year of college and came in and lit up the league. Chris, how many guys do you know in it? Well, did do 1 year of college and they've come in and lit up the league?
There can't be many.
So that's my,
Antonio Gates.
Well, they have to take 3 years. You're talking about just one good year.
Yes. Because what I'm saying
you have to be out of high school 3 years.
3 years.
He's talking about playing a full season.
Full season. Yes.
I want full seasons.
2 full seasons.
And it don't bother me.
24 games, basically.
And it don't bother me if a quarterback is 22 or 23. Now, in basketball, that'll hurt you. But in football, that's just growing into being a man. That's maturing and understanding it. So I want the majority of my players to have played football. We are going to the measurables too much.
Yeah.
He's got the longest arms. He got the quick feet. He's got this and he got that. But then when we say, well, how much experience? Experience does count for something. And that was the difference for me. That was the difference with us of being in a desperate situation. The more situations you've been in that's hectic and brings you anxiety, you learn. You learn to win those big games. You learn to win those close games. And I just believe that, man. So I want experience. I would take a guy that's smart, with just a little bit less talent than that super ultra talented guy that just cannot get it together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He just cannot get it together. No matter what you do or say or how you treat him, that love for the game is not there.
Well, that's kind of what y'all had to go through, right? Like to be a winner, you have to go through some kind of adversity and prove to yourself, oh, we can do this. Like we can be, down in the fourth quarter and come back and win. Until you do it, your brain doesn't know that that's possible, right? And that's that winner mentality. You have to go through the fire to do that, right?
And then learn to chip away and to put things in priority. One thing that Michael Irvin and Troy and all of them were good at was they were good, and Coach Johnson always, we lived in the moment. Live for right now. Live, because if you prepare right now, tomorrow's going to take care of itself. If you put all you got onto this practice field, all you got into this film room, while you doing it as the day move on, now you preparing for tomorrow. But if you just waiting on the game, that game takes preparation. It's a process to get into this game.
So we're seeing it now. I wanted to ask you guys this. I don't know. I hope it transitions well, but
it will.
So we're seeing now that the Cowboys just get off to these slow starts, and you talk about you got to be prepared ahead of time. You can't wait for the game. Is that part of the problem? I don't know. They're not ready when it kicks off because I looked up the stats.
But I'll give you an example. Does that apply with Denver too? Denver starts off slow.
Yeah. I mean, the Cowboys right now, they're being outscored 109-49 in the first quarter. The other 3 quarters, they outscore the opponent. But that first quarter, they're falling, so often they're falling behind. And is that why? I mean, I don't get why they're just.
I don't have an answer to that. And anybody can tell you they got an answer to it. They don't. Yeah, I'm serious. Because at one point, and I use Denver. At one point, Denver was kind of having those where they had to come back, 2 or 3 games where they were going pretty slow. It's probably even out now over time, but that was their big knock coming into us. Remember they had played New York and had to come back, and they had another game where they had to come back.
Yeah.
I will say this right here, and I would challenge it's only 2 or 3 coordinators you ever hear me talk about, defensively or offensively, that I just believe that they can truly take their players up a notch. Ain't but 3 or 4 of them in the league.
Wow.
Okay, so what is the evener around the league? You got to go out and get the better players. You got to go out and get the better all around. When you hear guys in here trying to talk about a coach, degrade a coach, these guys have never coached anything. They have never had to deal with millions of difference of attitudes. You don't know what's going on. I got to corral 32 guys defensively. I don't know what's going on in their homes. I got to have a good relationship. I got to put this game plan together. I got to deal with my coaches. When you hear guys trying to tell you about a coach, especially a coach that has got some skins on the wall, they just talking. Because it's still the great equalizer is players. The Bengals the other night jumped out on the Bills and everybody shut it down. You can see the frustration in their head coach's face. But one guy,
the man,
believe that. No, this ain't going like this. This is not going like this. Now, granted, you probably had some talking heads that came around the next morning. Well, Coach would have did this and Coach would have did. That's why they got that bulldog at the quarterback. He ain't going to give up. Yeah. And that, when we beat the Kansas City Chiefs, and when we, especially the Philadelphia Eagles, with everybody, they ain't had nothing to do with no coaches, man. They ain't had nothing to do with no coaches. Mm-hmm. They had a belief in what Dak was trying to get to his players, and his players bought into it. And as a unit, they chopped away one play at a time on a Philadelphia team that is not doing well. They took advantage of a great situation, and we won the game. Yeah. What made me laugh is our special team coach has been average all year. Yeah. But Eberflus has took up his space. The offensive took up his space. Well, guess what, y'all? We in the 10th, 11th, 12th game of the year, and now the special teams come up under fire. He's no good. He's not this, and he's not this. Well, you know what? He has not been good almost all year long. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. So, but what has to change? We can go, and we talked about this before do we need to take a break? Okay. We talked about this before we came on. Do you really want to just keep – I'm going to tell you what is not successful, and I'm going to tell you what is a part of losing on a great scale. Just keep changing coaches. Yeah. Just keep right on. Let's get a new defensive coordinator. Let's take because the next thing, hey, maybe we need to make Shotty shouldn't be an offensive coordinator. Mm-hmm. So when that seep in, okay, but let's change the offensive coordinator. Right about now, I know one coach saying, I sure wish I had my coordinators. I bet you Detroit Lions saying, boy, I sure wish I had my coordinators. Coordinators are so key to what happens with your program. And when you get two good ones, you got something special. Yeah. You got something special. Like KC is going through a down year. That's because of longevity. Longevity is catching up with KC.
Yeah, they're getting worn down.
It ain't because their coaches ain't good. They getting worn down, bro. 9 straight years of AFC. Can we get 9 straight years of NFC East
What
Championship?
a terrible problem to have. You know what? Give me some longevity.
Yeah, give me some longevity,
give me
bro.
some old in the tooth. All right, let's take our first break. When we come back, more bonus day on Hanging with the Boys. Be right back.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
At Batteries Plus, we don't just sell batteries, we recycle them too. So don't toss your old ones. They're packed with critical materials we can reuse. Come in and recycle old lithium batteries found in your power tools, power banks, wearables, and small electronics. You'll score a chance to win Cowboys tickets, a VIP experience, and more. Join America's team and recycle with Batteries Plus, the official battery recycling partner of the Dallas Cowboys. Batteries Plus, the experts in charge.
Cowboys fans, SeatGeek is the only primary ticketing partner of America's team and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Cowboys games or to any other live event in DFW, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. SeatGeek.
How about them Cowboys? And how about those Hillshire Farm Little Smokies cocktail links? We're big fans of both. After you enjoy the game, keep the celebration going with our savory, delicious Little Smokies cocktail links. Whether it's bringing incredible flavor to your family gatherings or surprising friends with mid-game fuel, Little Smokies cocktail links are sure to be a crowd pleaser. Get yours today at your local grocery store and enjoy them your way. Hillshire Farm is proud to be the official protein of the Dallas Cowboys.
Hillshire Farm is calling.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the second segment of Hanging with the Boys, brought to you each and every show by blockchain.com.
Blockchain.
There we go, Kurt. Thank you, blockchain.com. We're just kicking it today. We're saving all the good stuff for Jesse. There's one bullet you have on here, Kurt, that I definitely want to wait for Jesse.
Oh yeah.
Pickens win it. Richard Sherman. A little bit
strange.
Yeah.
I didn't really hear all of what Richard said, and this is the shame of our business, which we all have a right once we get these mics in front of us to criticize or to say whatever we want, but this is this kid for us. This is a kid first game where things didn't go exactly how we wanted them to go. Mm-hmm. What were they looking for? What were you? He had a bad game.
Yeah.
So what? And that's why I refuse to go at CD and pick a side and who's one and who's two, because if you get to the playoffs and you get into the first round and you exit in the first round like we normally do, what's the difference? I mean, I just believe this here, fellas. We have to, as media heads, not you guys, I'm saying me for myself, you got to be fair. You got to look, especially guys that played in this game. I'm not saying don't have your own personality, but come on now. Richard, I done seen you get took deep too now. Yeah, and I done seen Nate Newton give up sacks. So it can happen to all of us. I mean, be critical, but don't build your program off a dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know why you can't just say that. He had a bad game. Yeah. Look, this wasn't your best game.
Right.
I don't.
Yeah, it gets more clicks, the more riled up you get.
Yeah.
I think it was the effort was being questioned.
That's where that's the area I think that if you've ever been around players, if you criticize them and it's justifiable criticism, I've never met a player that has a problem with that. They're like, you know what? Yeah, I should have been here and I was here. I did this. I should have done this. I had a bad game. This was off. It's when you start questioning that effort. That's what, that's like fire back at you. That's like questioning your manhood, right? Like, whoa! You're not out there on the practice field with me. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I think that's the no, the taboo thing is when you question, your effort or your heart or your drive. I think that's the big no with the press.
For sure.
So, Nate, what's your favorite position to watch? Do you enjoy watching the trenches, the offensive and defensive battles?
I do watch the trenches, but not like I used to. Like Jesse say, every time I'm a little too old now. I'm not gonna live like that. I'm trying to enjoy. I'm gonna try to enjoy football and like I say. But when I see something like I've been telling you guys for the last 7-8 weeks, offensive line got to get healthy, and they got to play together. And
it's been the problem, just these tackles in and out.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then we had the guard and center gone for 4 weeks.
Did y'all when you played?
We were fortunate.
Were y'all
very fortunate?
Y'all didn't have a ton of major injuries, did you?
Very fortunate. We may lose like Tournay we lost for a year. We lost Stepnoski for a half a year. But we were very fortunate not to have a lot of injury. We were very, very fortunate. I think at one time we had almost 2 straight years of no major injuries. So that is key in getting to know the guy. You see where the right guard, Booker, is good, great, and then you'll see, okay, learning period. Yeah. You'll see where Tyler Guyton is an athlete. I will not take that away from him. But his belief in what he got, he won't use it. I will watch him overset guy after guy after guy. Instead of him trusting that if he stay a half a man when he's setting and he's got the foot speed to run a guy around the horn. I don't know why he don't believe that, but that's on him. Because, I haven't seen enough of Nate Thomas to know. Thomas kind of got brought into the league. They baptized him. I don't know if he Protestant, Catholic, or whatever. They laid hands on him this past week.
You brought up something. You mentioned something that I wanted to ask you about. Talking about the tackles, Schottenheimer said that their sets weren't great. I think especially Thomas, and they were passive. I'm not. What was he kind of referencing? Like he
was passive, meaning you giving ground too quickly. But I spent the whole show. You can ask Nicole. I'm so mad at Nate, and I saw it in training camp, and I spoke to Coach briefly. Coach, he need to stop with the casual sets. What I mean by it's truly, look up the word casual.
I thought you were about to say something else.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
Well, you know more about him than I do.
Football is so sudden. It's sudden, a sudden explosiveness. That's what football is, especially for offensive defense. It's sudden explosiveness. And and what I mean by that is when he's setting, instead of him pop, 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 and getting ready to fight, he floating out there like you're a Cadillac. Bro, be a Mustang. Be quick and hard. I mean, quick and fast. You know what I'm saying?
Is that a coaching thing?
Attitude?
What the coaches try to do is adjust to who you are as a player.
Yeah.
And one time he had a mental, and Dak got a sack early in the game, where I don't know what he saw inside. He looked inside and set twice, 1, 2, but he was looking inside. And by the time he realized that,
he was gone.
God, the guy Muhammad was passing. Yeah. And I'm saying to myself, whoa.
Why was he looking inside on that play?
It could have been a safety, had walked up to the line, was threatening to blitz into the line, and he was probably saying he was already presetting himself to go inside, but that ain't your responsibility. That dude that's standing out next to you. Unless that guy is on the line or a yard or less than a yard to that line, you don't even worry about him because Dak see him or the back see him. And if it's hot, it's up to Dak. But don't you look in there and get this boy a free run to hit Dak, what happened?
Can you, in the offseason, receivers and the quarterback, they can just go out to the backyard and throw the ball and play. Running backs can do foot drills. Do offensive linemen ever invite defensive linemen, hey, let's go work together? Because you don't really get hands and you don't really get that high-impact contact, do you, unless you're practicing?
What we used to do in practice and during the summer camps is we would get somebody like a wide receiver, depending on your skill set as a tackle, or we'd get a tight end, and we'd just run the loop. What we call run the loop is we'll get to a certain set, and we'll let that guy just take off. Once we get right here, we'll let that guy take off, and it'll automatically make us pop our hips and get our hand around and put it on his hip and just keep running. Learn. You're teaching yourself because most people, when they turn that hip, they panic, and they go to lunging, and the quarterback has the ability to step up. You got to trust that Dak can feel that and step up, and you just keep running with your hand on his hip. Don't lose your feet. You know, keep your head up and don't lose your feet. Pop them hips and get on the line and just go and get on your wheels and go to running for everything you got and just push them on past. A lot of times that quarterback will feel that and step up, you know. But if you give up too quick, then that guy can push back in and get your quarterback and hit his arm or whatever. But if you keep pushing, that pushing speed on him, he can't get his arm up.
But do guys, because there's not a whole lot of 300 plus 6'4" and 6'5" guys that you can simulate movement and mass. Like I ain't got a whole lot of friends that are that big to go, hey, come out here and just come at me and let me try to work on this.
The thing is, I want a tight end or a wide receiver running this thing for me, this loop.
Because of the speed?
Because of the speed. Yeah. Because Tyler got the athletic ability.
But you guys did that. You invited guys to practice with
you know, we told them, hey, dude, we need for you to help us.
Okay.
You know, and you just tell them, hey, man, come on over here. I want you to give me 5 or 6, you know, fast things. You may not even touch them not one time, but it's teaching you to open your hips, drop that foot, run, and push with everything you got without leaning. Yeah. Half of our guys are hand heavy. And what I mean by hand heavy is they depending on everything on their hands. So when they punch, instead of them punching like this, they punching like this. And when you do that, they just bat you down and your weight is already over your knees. You just fall forward. You know, are they double bat you and all of a sudden you going haywire like, wow, what would just happen there? So it's just little technical things like that they got to be mindful of in the game because Dak, up until this last, he didn't have them got us in Carolina. They got us in Denver because of these guys wasn't playing together, backups here. Now you're all together. Only person they missing is Guyton. Now you're working a new guy. And you're working a new guy in Nate Thomas. Now he understands. It ain't but so most guys got a great move. They got one great move that they depend on defensively as a pass rusher. The great ones can do 2 or 3 great along with the great one. But the average guy got that one great move and maybe 1.5 more. But once you know that one great move and that second best move, now you can always play to it. Depending on where you at on the field, what's the down and distance, the situation. You know where your help coming from. If we got turn protection, you the center, I'm turning this way. I got a real fast guy. I'm letting you know, hey, I'm gonna set out wide. So that means you got to come on. Yeah. Or I'm gonna set a little short. Now you can just kind of ease into it, you know, because I and if I got a guy that I can just whoop to death, we'll just turn the protection the other way. Yeah. If me and Tua can handle this left side, we'll just turn the protection the other way all day. If needed, but Eric Williams was over there, so it wasn't needed.
All right, let's take our last break. When we come back, more football talk on Hanging with the Boys. Be right back.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/Cowboys.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
Crown Royal and the Dallas Cowboys are bringing back the Royal Rig for Season 2. See it in action at AT&T Stadium on Thanksgiving Day, where the Dallas Cowboys take on the Kansas City Chiefs, and around Dallas on November 26th and November 28th. Visit crownroyal.com to see where else the Royal Rig is stopping this NFL season. That's crownroyal.com. Please drink responsibly.
Cowboys fans, SeatGeek is the only primary ticketing partner of America's team and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Cowboys games or to any other live event in DFW, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. SeatGeek.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the final segment of Hanging with the Boys, brought to you by 7-Eleven. Each and every show, always open, 7-Eleven. Just like our show. How interested are we in this game now, this week, as a fan?
Vikings game?
Yeah. 7% to get into the playoffs. Like, are you interested in the game? Well, yeah, we want them to win, but like, how realistic is? I think a lot of how much does your give a crap go down if Philly wins tonight? Because if they win tonight, basically, you're pretty much done.
If
they lose,
yeah,
does that make your interest in this game Sunday go way up?
Gives you more hope for sure, but I think this team is.
Let me rephrase it.
Okay.
Are you more interested in next season now and developing guys and letting some young guys get some reps and seeing what we have at linebacker and seeing what we have, depth-wise? Or are you still in, give me another game or two to make sure I'm mathematically eliminated before we give these guys reps?
Still in that. I still want to see them put a little pressure, give a little hope. I still want them to be winning. I'm not ready.
Hard, huh?
Yeah, I'm not ready to, bring in the younger guys. There are already a lot of young guys playing, but I'm not ready for that. I think but it's a twofold thing. I think you start winning now, it obviously creates hope for this year, but you're generating momentum for next year. So I think there's still definitely some.
I want to ask a question, and I mean, this makes sense to me. It may not make sense to other people because the hope of the Cowboys is so high. If I gave you $2,000 and say, hey, man, you can go up the road and bet it, but you only have a 20% chance of winning, would you go?
So free money, 20% chance. I'm going to keep or I could keep the $2,000. I'm keeping that money.
Oh, I'm keeping it, yeah.
Okay, so the Cowboys is that $2,000, bro. That was before this game.
Mm-hmm.
A 20% chance to go to the playoffs. And I'm saying to myself, and they said, well, Nate, because we was doing the pregame show, they're like, why you ain't hyped up? I said, because if I had $2,000 and I had a 20% chance to win, I think I'm going to keep my $2,000. So they're like, what are you saying? I'm like, I ain't saying. I'm just saying the Cowboys are the $2,000.
When would you start giving young guys reps? When you're mathematically eliminated?
No, like he said, who has not played? Who has not played?
Would you give them more time, though?
You got to give the best players. At this point in time, if Coach Schottenheimer want to continue to try to build on what he has, you have to continue to play the best players.
Yeah,
got to continue.
Unless you know in your heart,
winning spirit,
no, just to get to know each other.
Oh yeah.
This is what made me laugh. We played a young guy that hadn't played since he played in college, a cornerback. And I was watching a little bit of the game on him.
Talking about Siobhan Revel?
Yes. And people saying, why wasn't he pressing? I don't know why they didn't put him in press, but he had a route where he went to turn and he fell down. This kid don't even trust his knees yet. Mm-hmm. Most cornerbacks stay in some type of bent mode. They always close to being bent or bent mode. This dude was backpedaling straight up. Mm-hmm. So when he went to open his hips, they locked on him because he didn't have no explosions. He just tripped and fell. And I'm saying to myself, I wonder if any of the guys that telling these fans that this dude has to get confidence in himself as well as in this defense. We have not had.
You talk about a guy who hadn't played much in college.
Yes, and we're talking about guys that have been in and out of the lineup. Our corners, Bland is the only one, and maybe one other guy. But everybody's been in and out, in and out. This has not been a great year for transition for players on this team. We, just as our voice of reasoning, but I'm sitting here looking at all of this. I'm taking all of this in, saying, wow, our secondary has not been whole all year long. That's no excuse for not knowing what to do, but it is excuse in trying to get out there and do it as a unit. Our offensive line, for the first time, what we've had, for the second time this year, we've had the same group for 2 games in a row. So for this team to be where they're at, because I didn't think they would be right here at this time coming out of training camp. I didn't think this. But for them to be where they're at and still be enthusiastic about playing, play these guys, because they still trying to play now. I see a few guys over there. I'm looking at them, as they getting their food and stuff. They ain't too happy. They ain't not, because 2 weeks ago, boy, people bouncing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now is everybody like, no, I have nothing negative to say. I've been in your shoes, and if I'm blessed enough to we all be together. Now, this not going to be Nate next year. No. You got a year now. You got a year under your belt, and whoever we draft, do not talking about, well, we're going to make him earn it. If we draft a dude in the first round, if that dude ain't on that field from OTAs, I'm going to be at them coaches. You mean to tell me you drafted another dude that can't start? Come on now. You can't do that, right? Is I'm correct?
Yeah. Better not.
I bet you Andy Reid ain't got no problem with it. Come on, man.
And if you look at the schedule, No, I'm looking at the schedule. If you look at who we lost to this year, you're not really mad.
I'm mad.
You lost to you're mad because you're not where you need to be, but you lost to Philly. You lost to Chicago. You lost to Carolina. You lost to Denver. Arizona, yes, that's the one you're mad about.
They lost, 10 of their last 11 games.
Yeah, and we're the one that they won. And then Detroit. I mean, if you look at that, Chicago's in the playoffs, probably. Carolina's
fighting.
They were. Everybody wrote them off after the 3rd game of the season, right? So I mean, you didn't have any bad, other than Arizona, bad teams that you lost to. It's just maybe it was just a bad year for the schedule.
I'm telling you. And I asked the fans this right here.
And your defense didn't get it together until you brought in help. Right. That's the big deal.
Fans, is this a changing of the guard?
Around the league?
Around the league. This New England is 11 and whatever. New England?
I think the interesting thing around the league is the quarterback situation. You got one old dog left? Aaron Rodgers just hanging on by his gray hair on his chin.
Stafford you could throw in there.
But yeah, I guess. But then you've got the old guys after that are Dak. But Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow's kind of getting up. I mean, they're not old, so you've got this,
influx of players
and their longevity's getting longer. They're playing into their 40s now.
You got Baker Mayfield you're talking about.
That's had 3 different careers since he's been in the NFL.
But he is the locked-in guy at Tampa Bay. Mm-hmm. The thing is this anomaly this year? Is everything going to go back to Kansas City, Ravens, and all of that?
Or is it going to be the Bears?
Yeah.
And
yes,
Carolina.
Yeah. So
Denver. It's interesting.
And these teams that you just mentioned believe in running the ball. The teams that you just mentioned truly believes in running the ball. And so and playing defense. All of these teams you name are playing nice to great defense.
I think running back is going to be one of the most interesting off-season stories of the year because you've got a good running back since Zeke was in his prime. You've got the best running back you've had. Yeah. Do you let him go because he's gonna get some money somewhere? Do you let him go and then you've got Malik Davis and Blue behind him?
No, Blue is not a factor.
No. Right, so you got Malik Davis.
Yeah.
So do you try to re-sign Williams at probably a higher rate because somebody's going to pay him a little bit? Or do you go draft somebody, or do you try to get somebody in free agency? And
so you're already saying that you don't value the running back position.
No, I do. Especially after this year. But do you pay Williams because somebody's going to pay him? Yeah. Because you want to pay Pickens, or you want to franchise tag him.
Right.
I think you got it. I think you saw this year what that running back can do for you. I think you got to have a running back, and I don't think going and drafting one. I don't think you're using one of those first-round picks on a running back this year.
The thing that you don't have to, because somebody's going to let a running back slip to you in the second round early. But are you willing to go up and get him? If that's
right, it's going to cost you something. Yeah. Either cash with Williams or trade capital or something, right?
Because I don't know where Scatterboo was drafted, but that was my one-man fantasy. You can laugh at this kid, but this kid was for 1 year he was gonna wreck this league for 1 year because he was gonna beat himself to death.
All right, here's another question before we go. We're already over time, but was Rico Dowdle?
He was good. I tried to tell you.
Is it a system thing, though, that he was?
It ain't no system.
Was he that good when he was here and we just didn't use him the right way?
Jesse done tried to tell y'all 800 times. Most running backs can really run. Gotta have offensive line.
You know how long it's been since we've seen a 200-yard rushing game here? And in Carolina, he's had how many? 2 or 3?
And he's done beat himself to death. That was the thing. They didn't think he can do the longevity thing, which now Chuba, whatever. Excuse me, y'all.
Hubbard.
Yeah. What is his name, man?
Hubby Chubby.
Well, he's from Oklahoma State, and he's back. He's back running the ball a lot now, so.
All right, good stuff, Jesse. We missed you.
Thank you.
Nate, good stuff. Kurt,
all right, 1 pound.
Jesse, we'll see you tomorrow. Chris, thanks for keeping us on the air. We'll take some phone calls tomorrow. Call us. Tune in. Call us. We will be back tomorrow, same time, same place on Hanging with the Boys.
We out.
There we go.
There you go.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!